is Anderson Pen's podcast, episode 246 for Wednesday, October 18th, 2017. This is Brian.
This is Lisa.
Thanks for joining us.
What was up with the whistle?
Well, you know.
Is it like some alien...
Well, I can't play the trumpet, so...
Okay.
I mean, I can play the trumpet, but...
You can.
So...
You want to tell everybody at home about the last time you played the trumpet?
Some other day.
I'm not going to tell everybody about Lindsay and she...
Well, you just told everybody about it. So,
I'll tell you another day.
Anyway, knock, knock.
Oh, crap. Who's there?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yahoo.
Sorry, I like Google.
Are they going to get worse every week? Oh, my heavens.
Sorry, come on.
That was very funny.
That's funny.
It's funny now that it's over.
Well, you know, there we go.
You know, I didn't marry you for your sense of humor.
Thank God.
All right. Well, let's get to the fun stuff.
All right. I'm a little nervous about this.
I would be if I were you.
No.
What's in your pocket?
What's in your pocket? Well, I actually have a pocket, and I do have a pen in my pocket. Moving right along.
Okay, what you got?
This week I happen to have, or today I had just happened to have. Now this has been sort of in rotation. This is my Sailor Pro Gear Maki-A with the Rushi, the Yamada Yando.
Say that again.
Yamada Yando.
What is that?
This is the path. This is the Hakame Ryusen, which is the path the dragon flies in the sky.
Okay, why are you so excited about that?
Because this is a great pen. This is a great pen. This is an
that
anniversary
an
present.
anniversary? Okay.
Yes, from you. And I just love the feel of a Rushi.
I just wanted to hear that. Yes, you got me this beautiful pen.
You brought me this beautiful pen for our anniversary. It sat on my desk for 6 months.
Oh, we got that in L.A.
Okay,
and you
3 months.
had to wait 3 months.
But I like the
half.
feel. I like the feel of the Rushi, and it's. Can I help you?
No, it's good.
Rumor has it you've already taken some other pen of mine.
No. No, I'm good.
And I think I've got just like the black cartridge in it, and I think that's so.
Okay.
What do you got going on there?
Nothing. What did I do last week? Did I do my vanishing point last week?
I think you did.
Okay. So
What did you take from me?
I was thinking that I was going to do the, because we do the what's in your pocket and then use it all week. So I was thinking about my Sailor Pro Gear Slim Teak. But then I was looking outside on the drive-in today. All the leaves are turning.
You didn't.
It's just really pretty.
You didn't.
So I just went on Brian's desk and I took a pen that is kind of fall themed. It's a Sailor 1911 standard in the brown mosaic. And
You know that's synced up, right? That means it's in my rotation, which means you can't take it. Isn't that the rule?
No. I just thought
we're
it was
just gonna,
really
we're just going to
kind
make
of
the
a
rules up as we go along
fall-themed
here.
kind of pen. And, you know, I have a couple Magellans. I have a couple 1911 standards. I have some Pro Gear Slims. I don't think I have a mosaic. So I'm just going to borrow it for a little while. I probably also will use my teak. Or you can use my teak.
You pick one of mine, I pick one of yours. What is the deal? I wish I'd have known. There are other ones I would rather take.
Like what would you take?
Well, I don't know. You've got some nice pens on your desk. You didn't give me any notice, so why would I give you notice?
You know, I was just in a fall mood, so which is different than a fall mood.
Well, that's a great pen. That's really a great pen. It's actually the finest Sailor I own. It has a medium nib, and I used it.
The finest nib or the
finest nib.
Most gorgified pen?
Well, it's a beautiful pen. I love the brown mosaic is beautiful, but.
Me too. I'm going to use it all week.
I was just using that a week ago because I needed to write very fine notes in the margins of some stuff that I was doing.
Okay.
Actually, I was writing some things in my my Hobonichi with that.
My Slim, my teak has a very fine nib, so you could use that if you needed it. No. All right, folks, he's not amused that I stole a pen from his dad. Kim and Jason get to steal pens from us all the time.
Yes, but they
and you
bring
don't
them
say
back.
Oh. What, are you afraid that's not coming back?
Yes. Yeah, I can't get that anymore. All right.
Well, you can borrow it from me.
Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
We have a new pen this week to talk about. It just came in. It's been in not quite a weeks or so. Very interesting. And the price point, I don't even know where to start here. The price point here is ridiculous, right? So Monteverde has, well, should we start from the beginning or start back about a couple years ago?
Every time you say ridiculous, I think of Scott Hammer.
It's ridiculous.
We love you, Scott.
A couple years ago, Monteverde made a pen called the Artista Crystal.
Artista Crystal.
Great little pen. It was about what, 40 retail, 36, 32.
36 or 32 or
Something like that, street price. Steel nib. That one, I believe, was medium nib only.
In the beginning, yes.
Yeah, steel. Had this cool transparent feed.
That was cool. Came in, was it 4 standard transparent colors, and then they added a couple more?
Clear, blue, pink,
Green? Lime green.
green, and something else.
And then they came out with the yellow and the purple and
Oh, that's right.
don't even
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
what
there was
else.
a red, maybe, something like that. But what I liked about those pens were the material was really thick.
Mm-hmm.
It was super thick. It was bomb-proof. It was a good little pen. You can throw it in your bag. You don't have to worry about it.
It'd be safe for Jason. Throw it in his backpack.
It's backpack. He's always throwing stuff around.
I want one.
You can have that one. That's very fall. You're into taking fall things.
See how bomb-proof it
Well,
is.
okay, so Monteverde has come out with this new pen called the Monza. Now, what's interesting about this pen is 2 things. One, they've basically, let's just say, copied the cap band and the style of the Sailor 1911 S or the Pro Color. So the cap band looks like that, and the clip is basically copied from a Montblanc Classique. All in all, it's a good-looking pen, tapered pen, transparent, just like the Artista. Not quite the same material, but and you have both there.
Ooh,
Yeah,
look
so
at
it looks a
this.
lot like the Pro Color. Pro Color doesn't have that little trim ring on the bottom, but
About the same size as the 1911 standard.
well, here's the kicker, right? So
What's the kicker?
you know,
I like
this-
the clear feed. That's
It
cool.
comes in, yeah. It has the same clear feed, basically the same nib. It has the little Monteverde logo.
I'm going to see how durable it is.
Etched into the
You
nib.
can beat on Brian with it. It's
Comes
all
in
good.
4. I'm just ignoring you. 4 colors. It comes in the honey amber, the clear. It comes in a really cool blue, and this is smoky gray.
I like the honey amber. It's very fall.
Yeah, and the blue is nice. And here's the kicker.
Okay.
This thing is $20 retail. It's like half the price of the Artista Crystal. It comes in this cool little box.
Well, that's pretty. And so the box corresponds to the color?
Corresponds to the color,
Okay.
and you open it up, and then,
Ooh.
there are the pens. The blue is really nice. The blue, and it comes with 2 cartridges, and it comes with a converter for $20. And you can reuse this as a pencil case or a pen case
For
or something.
16.
Yeah, it's $20 retail, $16 street price.
And they're very durable. You can hit Brian with it. I'm always getting picked on for hitting people.
Well, then don't hit people.
I don't hit people. Wasn't the Monza a car?
It was, yeah. Actually, when I was in college,
Ooh.
here's a college story. I actually owned a '64 Corvair Monza convertible.
Aren't the Corvairs the ones that are unsafe at any speed or
Thank
something?
you, Ralph Nader.
All right, so the Monza. It's a cool pen. Those are nice.
It's a nice pen, yeah, and it's like, again, it's a 1911 standard size. Plus, it has that little, it has that signature Montblanc-esque clip. Fine and medium nibs this time around.
Nice.
So
Nice.
you got options.
I like
It's
it.
kind of a smaller size nib, so it's not number 6 size. It's 5-ish. I can't say for certain whether or not some of the number 5 nibs will fit in there yet, but it's nice.
Yeah,
It's good to see an economical alternative
Yes,
out there for
yes.
something to bang around with.
Very pretty.
Yeah, the blue's nice. And that box. I
I
mean,
like
you
the
could do something with the box.
Don't we have enough boxes? Anyway, moving on. You have this thing about keeping boxes.
I do.
I know.
I do.
You have bookcase shelves full of
We won't talk about that.
boxes. Let's talk about something sad. Price
Okay.
price increases.
I didn't know where to go with that.
Price increases.
There's a joke
sad.
in there somewhere, but
There's no.
what's changed?
Montblanc just raised their prices on bottled ink and refills. So cartridges, fine liner, rollerball, ballpoint refills, and bottled ink. They
Is
have
it
all.
all bottled ink?
Yes,
Okay,
sadly.
that's too bad. But it's a great bottle.
It is a cool bottle. It is.
All of them are good.
So anyway, Montblanc just recently increased their prices. They are now correct on the site. I guess that's it.
Okay. Was there any other price changes? No. That was it.
That was it. That's
Okay.
all I got an email about. So if there are, we didn't change them.
So shop now because
Who knows?
Who knows?
No, so the bottle, the normal shoe shape went from $21.50 to $23.50.
at least it's a nice even number.
Cartridges went from $6 to $6.50. So overall, it wasn't too big compared to some other companies have consistently raised prices on like pens, and you've had a big jump.
Most of the ballpoint, rollerball, fine liner, all those types of refills, if they used to exist in singles, are now moving to
doubles,
which actually, so it's more, but the actual price per refill is actually less, so that actually works out.
Yeah,
in most cases.
that's a decent deal. And they come in some cool colors.
Yep.
So, all right, what else?
Apparently, we have a question of the week here. I'm
Ooh.
nervous about this. You have like some accessories here. I don't know if you've been.
Question of the week, which is upside down. Kimberly Ann. All right, question of the week.
How come you always get to open this up?
Well, you can open it next week. What do
doing
you
one next
use for your pen storage?
Daily pen storage? Weekly?
It doesn't say. Just what do you use for your pen storage? I know what you use at home, and it's just obscene.
It's not obscene.
I have one drawer. I have one and a half.
You have two.
I have two
There's no
drawers.
such thing as, see, it keeps getting bigger. Before the end of the podcast, it's going to be like 6 drawers.
Can I get that in writing?
I have 6 drawers.
Not empty.
Yeah.
Whatever. I have 2 drawers in a giant Hamilton printer's chest. Brian has the rest.
There are, okay, we're going to start there. I thought we were going to start small.
We can start small.
We can, but you already mentioned it.
Yes. I want another drawer.
Get a drawer. You just give me, I'll trade you another drawer for my mosaic rack.
I don't have enough to fill.
Oh,
another
now
drawer,
your story
so.
changes. It's a Hamilton printer's chest, turn of last century. It's one of those ones where you would open the drawers and they have all the dividers in it, and then you could pick the type out and put it on your thing, and then you could print with it, or run it through the printer. It has 24 drawers, actually 23 plus a deep one, or 22 plus a deep one on the bottom, which I could put boxes in, and each drawer holds 140.
Again, with more boxes. I don't know. I
130?
haven't even filled one.
130 some pens times 22.
Except
It
most
is not
of the,
full. It's
No,
not.
it is not full. It's beautiful. Brian
There's at
spent
least 6
a
trays
year
left.
restoring it.
Yeah, 13 months I think the
Okay.
number was. Yep.
But there are lots of different things out there that you can buy for permanent storage. But you want to talk about what you carry with you on a regular basis? Because that just blows me away how much you carry.
I only carry 20 pens with me on a daily basis.
Do I hear 21?
No, 20. It's 20 plus whatever's in my pocket.
Okay, so
I have, the big case is I have a Franklin Christoph 13 pen envelope.
okay,
And that's usually full. It's not always full, but it usually is. I have a 4-pen leather case that I bought ages ago.
Okay.
Bought it off eBay. I wish I knew who made it because it's been amazing. And that usually has pens destined for a pen show. So for testers.
oh, so that doesn't really count. That's
Well, it
not
does
like
count because I sometimes
personal.
use it because
Okay.
there's a
I was trying
essentially.
to give you an out.
Well, you know, there's essentially an 823 in there, a custom 74, and two 3776s. One of which, by the way, is yours. And then I have a Montegrappa 2-pen case
Okay.
that has a couple of vanishing points in it.
All right.
And then I have a roller ball, a retro roller ball in my bag, just in, usually.
You have a roller ball?
Yes, I have a roller
Mr.
ball.
I hate anything other than a fountain pen?
Well, I haven't used it since it put a big stain in my shirt, but other than that,
Well, maybe you should retract it.
I did retract
All
it.
right.
Anyway, so that's what I carry on an everyday basis. I also have I have one of the Taccia 8 pen wraps rolls, and then the one that your mother made me, which is essentially a copy of the Taccia roll, and I use those sporadically.
It's pretty.
Yes,
All right.
I don't use them all the time, but they're just so pretty.
And what do you do with 20 pens?
I have my pick of the litter. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a question for next week. What do
All
you
right.
have?
I always bring in my work
What do you
tote.
got in there?
It's part of my Sailor Pro Gear Slim collection. That's what my.
Well, then I think this one here you should take out because that's not a Pro Gear Slim.
Get away from me. So I usually have.
Got all those little anchors.
I know a
pretty?
smaller version of the penvelope. This is one that we carry.
Did you call that an armada? Sorry. Continue.
What is up with you today? So anyway, I love how sleek and thin it is, and that's why it works in my tote. I don't like big bulky things.
That's held up well over
You
you.
know,
You had that for quite a while.
I have had that for
Yeah.
quite a while. It's got a ink stain there. You know, your 1911
Oh, look
mosaic
at it. It doesn't
would
fit. It
does
doesn't fit in there, people.
But the thing that I carry with me the most, and I love this, I think I found this on eBay, is a Levenger pen case. I used to have one years ago, and then I found this and bought it, and I have not looked back. So it's got a slot in the front and a slot in the back for index cards or note cards.
This is for you know where we got this because we were twinsies before we even knew we were twinsies because I had one
I know.
and we found these in L.A. one year
Did we? Oh, I thought.
because I have another one.
Okay.
we
then
bought two.
I got the first one on eBay,
But
and
these
I don't know
were
what happened.
these were back when Levenger used to make good index cards.
Yes.
And you'd get a box of 1,000 of them printed up with your name and your
Yes.
email address and.
But this one holds 4 pens, and I can actually fit a
Yeah.
5th, which is what I usually do. And then you can put note cards there, or business cards, or whatever. And this is always in my purse. So I don't carry nearly as many as you.
On her desk, she has a big display of
On my
cigar
desk,
box.
I have a cigar box given to us by Bob and Lori.
Mm-hmm.
And I have pens in there that are not usually in my rotation, but they do seem to disappear on a regular basis.
I don't take
Kim
any of
and
them.
Jason
Okay.
take them
All right, don't blame me.
for nib noobs. Or if Kim needs something, all of a sudden
You've got one in there you've never used.
am I
you don't
dead
I
yet?
bet you don't even know what it is.
The Anchor Gray. No, Kim inked that up. I have a couple of old sailors that I haven't inked up. What else is in
Which
there?
one?
I have the blue one and the green one. What else? What's in there? What's up?
A pen we've had since February.
Give me a hint.
Starts with S, ends with Ailer.
Give me a hint. Which one?
It's black.
Oh, the black with the blue section.
You have a black ribbed Pro Gear. That's what I'm getting at.
I have a black rib Pro Gear. It's cool.
You heard it here last, folks.
So that's what I have on my desk is a modified cigar box given to us, and that works well that way. It's always right there. And I don't have to worry about anything falling over, as opposed to your desk where you have a clear acrylic display with how many pens?
12,
A dozen.
12, you know.
Just standing at attention.
Well, I put it up there.
Including this
I put
one.
it up there when the folks from Sailor came, because when they came in the office, I wanted to have something on there, and it's just pretty much stayed since they left. So, and every once, and that's where that came from. But every once in a while, I pull one off and
Okay.
put it in rotation. So,
There you go. Any other thoughts on other pen storage? Why do you carry the ones you carry? I mean, I love that I can squeeze 5 into my 4 pen case, and I just like that it's blue.
I like options. I like to have options, so I like to be able to open a case and there's 13 pens, and I can go that one. You know, 4 is, that works, but I put all the ones that I really like in my 13.
Okay.
Plus it fits in my backpack, nice in the front, and
Okay.
it doesn't get in the way of the other stuff that's in the other side of the backpack.
And so what do you put in your 2 pen? The Monteverde?
The Montegrappa, there are 2 vanishing points.
Okay. There's one I think I want.
Montegrappa?
No. Pen case.
Okay, which one is that?
The orange sailor.
Oh, you want the orange
I
salad?
would never
Yeah.
lose that in my purse
never
or my
lose it,
tote
yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
It's a nice orange juice orange. It's not obnoxious, but it's pretty. It's
bright.
got a flap.
It's bright.
It's not that bright. It's happy.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm thinking about that.
All right.
All right.
All right, so that's what we use. We got some new stuff to talk about real quick.
We do.
Pilot promo going on for undetermined amount of time.
This is awesome.
Buy any of the following select pilot products. Decimo, the white with black Stormtrooper vanishing point, any metallic vanishing point, or metal Falcons, or the Justice 95.
Correct.
Get
Buy any of those, you get a free bottle of Iroshizuku ink.
And this is the big bottle, not the
50 mil, not the little
not the
mini.
little tiny mini. So, and that's pretty easy. Just you can check it out. And of course, if you're in the U.S., that counts towards the free $50 shipping. So
Absolutely.
priority shipping. So there you go. So that's going on from now until whenever. We may turn it off at any time. Probably won't though. Until all the pins are gone. All the pins are gone.
Well, we're getting ready for the end of the year, and I don't want to count all this stuff.
Yep. Mr. Paper did a nice video
He
this
always
week.
does.
Yes, Chris does a great job. This is one of my favorite paper products, I think.
Yes, we used to carry Whitelines when they
When Whitelines was Whitelines.
when they made their own pads and notebooks and such. After several years of that, they came to the realization that paper, the making of the paper and the printing of the paper wasn't really their focus, and so they have since licensed the Whitelines brand to Leuchtturm, as well as I think maybe another company, I don't remember, but this is the primary one. And one of our favorite products from before was the Whitelines Link notebook. This thing is so cool.
It's cool.
And I'm really excited that Chris got to do the video and that they retained that. You want to explain how that works, Mr. Tech?
So basically, Whitelines is essentially it's a gray paper with white lines, although they do have a dot.
Dot now.
But there's an app that you can download from the App Store, and there's little indicators on the side, on the corners of the page that whatever you draw or write, you can use the app to photograph, and it removes the lines.
Yes.
And then you can take that image, if it's a drawing, you can take that image and you can import it into Lightroom or Photoshop, and you can continue your editing with it.
You can also check the boxes at the bottom and send it to, I'm going to get this wrong, Evernote, Dropbox, or
Email.
email.
So whatever you have it set up for, it automatically goes there, which is pretty cool.
But the really cool part is how the gray background disappears. And so you can draw, you can write, you can do technical things, and if you don't want the actual lines to show, when you import it, all of that disappears and it just looks like it's on white paper.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good paper. In fact, I have the last 8.5 by 11 pad of actual white lines that we ever have. I use that every day, and it's down to the last dozen pages, but it's good stuff.
Great concept.
And it's fun. That's really, the link is really cool, so
Yep.
we got that.
Coming in this week is the TWSBI Mini AL in gold, the newest color. We don't expect that it's going to last long with the new TWSBI limited releases. It's pretty much a one and done. We will be getting several in all 5 nibs, extra fine, fine, medium, broad, and 1.1. sign up for the back in stock. They will be selling on Thursday.
So, cool, yeah. And this one looks like a good color. I think it'll do well.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think there have been any colors I didn't like.
Well,
the
this
blue,
is
the
this is
green.
nice.
This is, yeah, it's
So.
more subdued than some of them. I like the blue. I like the green.
Yeah, I missed the blue. I
Yeah.
never got the blue. So
I'm not a pink girl, but this is pretty. I'm excited. I
So-
may have to take one
we got.
to put in the drawer.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So those are coming in. Also new this week, finally got them up. We picked them up in Denver. New
Yes.
Taccia Wraps, and they're great. These are really good. I think we may have alluded to them last week. The silk is ridiculous. This little cute little bunny on it.
Pastel. It's kind of a lavender with bunnies and flowers and vines.
Yeah, it's really.
The hex is really cool. Kind of a charcoal gray. The dragon is beautiful.
Dragon's nice, yeah.
Black with gold.
Yep.
And
And then
then,
there's a new Sakura with fans.
yes,
So the blue.
the blue
nice.
with gold. Oh my God. I
And there's a couple others too. So 4s and 8s, really, and again, I use one of these. I use one of the old discontinued Sakura navies. Super nice, like a velvet lining on the inside. And I put, when we go to pencils, I put all the maquille in there. So because I want to make sure those things are protected, and this thing does a great job.
Yep,
I
it's-
hesitated to say bang up job. That doesn't really apply here. So
nicely padded
you roll
without
right up,
being too thick. Yeah,
and you're
it's
done.
beautiful.
So those are in, and we have a couple more new paper products
We do.
that Maruman and Apica were doing so well. We brought in a couple new sizes. Apica in B5
Cool.
and Maruman in an A4.
I
A couple
know,
different.
this is a great size.
that.
Look at that. I like the bigger size. Ooh, why have I not looked at these?
Why I love Brian. Pens to buy Brian for Christmas.
Yeah, no. So just as we find that customers are asking for more and more things from Maruman and Apica,
Anybody else for that matter.
yep, just let us know. We certainly have not reached the end of all of the offerings. So if there's something you're looking for, let us know. But this is great paper.
I like the covers on those. Those,
Yeah.
you know.
Feel that. Just feel that.
I know, it's nice. They remind me of the covers on the Nakabayashi,
Kind of a
the
linen
Atoya.
feel.
portfolio, petite
Yeah.
journals.
So anyway, those are new and in stock and just super cool. I really
Good
like
stuff.
this big one. Keep going. I'm just going to shop.
All right, anything else you want to talk about this week? Are
No,
you making noise here?
I am making noise, but it's so cool. All right, I'm done. Whatever.
I think that's it for this week. Thanks so much for joining us. Tune in next week for more talk about pens, ink, and paper.
Follow the blog for news, ink reviews, fun videos by the rest of the gang, and check us out on social media as Anderson Pens.
Have a great day, everyone.